Welcome back to Sunrise. Giddy up for an evening of healing and learning with horses. An afternoon of equine-assisted therapy and wellness education. Interesting. This event invites you to learn more about these majestic creatures and to explore how horse interaction can support emotional and mental health, while also promoting personal growth and wellness. Veterinarian Dr. Paul Cadogan and veterinarian and healing with horses parent and attendee Andrew Kareem joins us to share more. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
First of all, this is just so interesting to me. I would never put together horses and healing and mental health. How does this all come together?
Okay, you want me to go first?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, yes. Well, you know that animals in general, there's a whole great body of evidence, no scientific evidence, that interaction with animals is good for us, emotionally, mentally, and physically. And most people would think that you're going to be doing that with, the pets, the dogs, cats, rabbits, birds, what have you, that are close to us, that are little, that we interact with on a daily basis. But this also can include horses. And, there are a number of ways that we utilize horses in this kind of therapy. There is one called hippotherapy, and hippo is not coming from hippopotamus, although hippopotamus really means river horse. Hippo comes from the Greek hippos, which means horse, right? And this involves utilizing the movement of the horse for people, often children, but adults too, with some kind of neurological or functional disability. So say, for example, so the gait of the horse, when the horse is walking and you're on the horse's back, it allows your body to adjust to the movement. It improves your sensory perceptions and that kind of thing. So it's great for things like, say, autism spectrum disorder, stroke, any kind of traumatic brain injury, multiple sclerosis, any kind of even learning disabilities, because again, you're utilizing your senses, you're utilizing your sense of balance, and also building your confidence in being on this animal. And it's great for kids. And of course, it's all very safe because the animals are well socialized and, are used to this kind of thing. Another type is equine-assisted psychotherapy, where, dealing with mental health issues, such as, post-traumatic stress, depression, that kind of thing. And the interaction with the horse allows you to really build your confidence. You're dealing with this big animal. And one of the important aspects is that trust that develops between the person who is interacting with the horse. And it doesn't mean riding necessarily. It can just be, interacting, touching, grooming, that kind of thing. And it allows that person, again, build their confidence, kind of build their sense of responsibility, build teamwork, communication, that kind of thing. And then you can go to the other area called equine therapeutic husbandry and equestrianism. Now, this is, the first two usually involve therapists. So you'll have a physical therapist for the hippotherapy, and maybe other psychotherapist for the equine-assisted psychotherapy. But with equine therapeutic husbandry and equestrianism, that's really, just interacting with horses for the fun of it, right? And you still get those same benefits. So for young people growing up, to change their outlook on, the whole interaction with animals and with people as well, doing this can be really good for them.
Right, thank you. And speaking about growing up and changing their outlook, and you mentioned children, I want to ask Andrew, tell us about your family first, and a little about why you decided to participate in this event.
Hi guys. Well, I'm married with one child. He's 11. He has autism, and we have found that equine therapy has been very beneficial. I mean, animals in general, with dogs, cats, dolphins, he likes to interact with animals because he's sociable. So you find that with animals, they tend to be a little bit more engaging because you don't have that person-to-person uncomfort that kids with autism usually have. Especially with horses. Horses are very, very calm, a sense of calm, and it certainly gives him a sense of calm as well. When he's riding, it's as if at times he gets very irritable and very aggressive, as you know, with kids with autism and age. But when he's riding, you can see a sense of calm. It actually activates his vest system. He has to balance while riding. He has to follow directions, and with the horse, it just makes it very easy. The horse moves at a very slow pace, which is very manageable for him, and it just enables him to be, better throughout the day. Even the same, sometimes he'll be irritable in the morning when he goes to equine therapy. For the rest of he's quite fine. There is no irritability, and he's just an overall better person.
I love that.
And I'm consistently doing the basis, I think, really helped him a lot in terms of his just being able to manage his own emotions and his own aggressions.
Yeah. For a parent like myself who, may be interested in something like this, my children have no formal experience with horses or anything like that. Is this something that I could bring my children to, or do we have to have any prior experience?
Well, I think, no, you can go in, you need to start, right? And you get that first experience. And again, it can be a gradual process. They may be a little timid at first if they've never been around a horse, but, once they start that interaction and gain confidence, it can be a great ongoing activity.
Just to note, when my son came to equine therapy, he was very, very hesitant. We had them into it. So this is advice for new parents, trying equine therapy. Though at first it might seem tedious to get the child to interact with the horses, eventually it will pay off, trust me. With my son, it was very difficult for the first 2 or 3 sessions, but after the 4th, it was like literally riding a bicycle or riding a horse.
Yeah, you have to stick with it. I just want to ask really quickly, if you could just tell us when the event is happening, how people can find out more information, all that good stuff.
Andrew?
Yeah, when is the event happening? Yes.
November. It's at the Kingston Polo Club. It's $10.
Okay.
And yeah, basically that's it. Come out.
Okay.
It's a very good experience for kids. Not just kids with autism, but kids in general.
Yes. It's a family event.
It's a family event for sure.
No doubt.
Purpose is very good with the kids, very good with animals, and you'd have a great time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think with this program, again, focusing on kids, focusing on schools, it's important we wanted to create a kinder, gentler nation. Wanting to interact with animals of all types is very, very beneficial because a good relationship with animals can lead to good relationships with people.
Love that and love this approach. And thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yes.
That's the Healing and Learning with Horses session happening Saturday, November 30th, 2024. At Hyde Riding Academy Stable, Kingston Polo Club. Registration is now open, so be sure to head on out. Sunrise will be right back. How interesting. I love that.